It's one of those things that you don't think about until it happens to you. When a snow hydrant, I should say, when a snow-buried fire hydrant is not able to get to. For fire hydrants, they have to dig it out because it's covered in snow.
There's a lot going on. Yes, I'm sorry, yes. And as you know, in a fire emergency, seconds can mean the difference between life and death. Enter the Hydro Bros, 2 teens on a mission to free your fire hydrant.
At first, we were just thinking of it as, hey, you know, this isn't something that anybody does.
It's a movement, too. It's not just some service that we're doing.
With a lot of the negativity that's been going on, it's good seeing some positivity.
The question has to be, why?
That's a great question. We ask ourselves the same question.
It just wasn't done, and hasn't been done for years. And
because if you're all about community...
Because that's not just your house that's on the line, that's your entire neighborhood.
This might just be something that would spark your interest.
We're able to save maybe a pet or maybe a family member. When we really sat down and talked together, like, we can make this happen.
And what these 2 teens made happen, well, John appreciates it.
I was impressed that someone was actually out clearing the hydrants. I mean, it's an important part of the community safety.
Meet.
I'm Aiden McKinnon.
And I'm Kendon Ivy, and we are
the Hydro Bros.
That's right. These 2 young entrepreneurs digging out the snowbound fire hydrant are called...
the Hydro Bros.
Jonathan Steele loved the name and what these 2 were doing.
It's special that these kids recognize that and are willing to undertake that.
Oh, and the idea of digging out the hydrants started simply enough.
The idea had started with my father a week before the fire had happened. He had told me and my friend here that he would, you know, throw us a little money just to clear out the hydrant one day.
But Kendon and Aiden knew they had tapped into something bigger.
So we got to thinking, this could be a real impact on the city. Not only the city, but other cities as well, because Alaska's not the only place with snow.
So it's off to their small car, pop the trunk and take out the tools of the trade, and get to digging. Oh, and sure, they wouldn't mind making a little cash, but Aiden and Kendon say they're all about
making a difference. You know, making an impact is what we strive for, not just making some money.
Well, their community work here is done.
Absolutely. Helping people always makes you feel good.
And safe, knowing firefighters can get to this fast. And so can Wallace, because even this cool corgi canine knows.
Realizing the importance of access to a hydrant.
It's all about access, access, access. The Hydro Bros, they are...
We make the magic happen.
No, 1 hydro at a time.
The Allgood News.
Like Kendon and, are they cool guys?
So cool. I love them.
they're very good, yep. Like Kendon said, there was a fire in his neighborhood here in Anchorage where firefighters had to dig out a hydrant. Took him a little time, and he saw a need, and the Hydro Bros were born there.
I love it, and it is an important need. The Anchorage Fire Department really likes when what the Hydro Bros are doing, and they say technically it's not the homeowner's responsibility to shove out hydrants, but they do appreciate it, and having a clear path to that hydrant in the case of an emergency, those seconds matter. That could really be critical. And I just have to give a quick shout out to my neighbor Skip. He has a hydrant on our block, and he is diligent about keeping that clear, and I'm just thankful.
Yep. And,
we need it, it's there.
Yep, thanks to the Hydro Bros as well. You can find them on Facebook, Hydro Bros. All right, here's James Brown with what's coming up and getting down on CBS 5.
Coming up on the